personal statement. It's very important for you to craft a well structured, meaningful, yet succinct personal statement as your essay for the Global Career Scholarship Program. Hence, I'll be doing a part 2 of what I did from yesterday. Meaning, for this one, I'll be sharing with you the guide questions you need to answer for the personal statement as for our 10th day of the Global Career Scholarship Program Guide for undergraduates. And now, as mentioned, I'll be telling you some of the guide questions indicated in Form 2, which is the personal statement, and how can you possibly answer these questions in your essay. For number 1, it's about your motivation with which you apply for this program. So it's more of why do you want to be a GKS awardee? What's with GKS? What is this desire for you to study abroad? These are the things that you have to write for this. Specifically for motivation of applying to this program, you can highlight something that is lacking in your country that can be found in Korea, and you want to capitalize on that. Hence, you want to apply and study here in South Korea for free under the Global Career Scholarship Program. Be it technology, focus on research and development, quality of living, quality of education. These things can be capitalized and be focused on and when answering the motivation part. Second is your family and educational background. Of course, this depends on person, case to case basis, but you have to shed light on your experiences, your background. Even if you're from a rich family, coming from a privileged family, what have you learned? What have you experienced? For sure, there are still challenges on those parts of life. And you can add them here, specifically on family and background. Next would be significant experience you had, risks you have taken, and achievements you've made. Person and events that you had a significant influence in you. So this is where it varies per person as well. So is there an event, a near-death experience, a life-changing experience, a perspective-altering experience? These things you can focus and write on to your personal statement and then create a story about it. Again, it's more of how you would be able to package this experience in a way that it's a learning experience. Because in the end of the day, what you write here, it should be significant. Meaning, there was a change. Be it in your outlook in life, in your perspective in life, be it the direction of your life. There should be a change. That should be the focus of it. And then extracurricular activities, meaning outside the school, what did you do? Are you just an academic smart or school smart? Were there instances wherein you showed your compassion for others? Were you there in volunteering, those sports? Be in a team competing outside the school. I actually used that part of my college experience as one of the ways for me showing being responsible teammate and as a responsible leader. At the same time, be able to communicate with other people because I was part of the volleyball team, and that was an experience for me on how to create a smooth environment for growth, not just for me but also for my teammates. That's something that is very important for the reviewers to see because they don't want you to just be smart in school. They want you to be smart outside the school, in these activities, and all things. They also want you to include some awards you received, publications you have made, and the skills you have acquired through time. So, for example, if you worked prior to applying for college, were there instances wherein during your working experience that you had problems, that you had issues, yet you were able to conquer these problems and developed and improved as a person? All these experiences can be used as the storyline for your personal statement. At the end of the day, all these questions are just guide questions. But make sure that you'll be able to satisfy these guide questions. And if I am the reader and I have these guide questions, will I be able to separate the answers for each of the guide questions? If no, make sure you be able to identify, like, this part is the motivation, this part is the family background, this part is the significant event that helped change the perspective of this person, this one are the extracurricular activities wherein he showcased those non-academic skills. We are looking for a holistic perspective. These are the events we're in. He showed his publications, his awards, his achievement. He's a holistic person. So in the end of the day, the reviewers would want you to be more of a human, not just a robot who just does work in school. I mean, who just accomplish good grades in school. Meaning a human, a compassionate person, a goal-driven, a change maker, an influencer in a positive way. And that's it. Probably in this video, it's quite a lot for you to take, and you probably have to rewatch some of these parts for you to be able to fully grasp how to answer these questions. But in the end of the day, it's based on your experiences, meaning regardless of the patterns of how should you write these essays, it really depends on your writing power and also in your experience, because if you didn't experience those things, it's hard to manufacture them. Meaning, if you don't experience any tragic event, just say it. My life has been a boring life. However, I think it is the stability that my family have given me provided an environment for me to continuously grow. Something like that. Even if a boring life could be, there could be something that you could worth discussing. Even if you're a normal kid who just go to school, home, this habit of developing yourself, constantly improving yourself, is something worth focusing on. Meaning, at the early age, you already know the value of education. Hence, your constant focus on studying is evident in your life. But make sure to add something up. Like, for example, even if my life is just home, school, I make sure that when I interact with my siblings, I interact with my cousins and friends at home, there are moments of me showing my, my human side. And that's it. And I hope you learned something from this video, even if it's just rushed on the spot video. And see you tomorrow for the day 11 of our Global Career Scholarship Guide for undergraduates applying for this year, September 2023. Bye bye.